Welcome. Hello, everybody. It is day 2 of our Deal Fast Track Challenge. I am Dana. I'm hosting here today. Joe and Gavin will be joining us in just a minute. I did want to talk about yesterday a little bit. We had some great videos. A lot of people went live talking about how yesterday really made a difference, help them overcome some of those fears, some of those limiting beliefs, and help them take that imperfect action. So if you haven't watched day 1, definitely watch it. It has been a game changer for several people. You'll see those live videos in our Facebook group. If you're not in our Facebook group, make sure that you register and join that Facebook group so you can see the replays. Our homework for yesterday, which a lot of people did, was pretty simple, but we got some really good responses. Sending 10 texts to properties on Zillow. We had multiple people say that they were making offers. One gentleman said he's meeting someone this afternoon, that he ended up texting someone just a couple miles from him. So people are getting exciting results. They're able to take action. One thing that can help you take action is if you haven't joined VIP, I would ask that you check that out. What it includes is after our main call with Joe and Gavin, we have a special VIP call where it's focused on let's actually implement what we learned today. And that's helping people take those first steps and get those leads. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started. Let's bring Joe and Gavin on and get our call started. Good morning, guys.
Good morning. Good morning. How are we doing?
Hey.
Oh, I almost forgot.
Somebody Austin, wait a sec. Wait a sec.
Like that.
No.
That's awesome.
Don't be a hater.
We got to send her a St. Louis Cardinals baseball hat. Yeah, guys, what Dana said is super important. I'm excited about this. If you're excited about being here, type in the comments down below right now. Type in, I don't know what. Yes, I'm excited with an exclamation point.
Holy banana pants.
Holy banana pants. Yes, exclamation point. Come on, right now. I want to see the activity. I want to see that you guys are participating. You're here. You're excited. Yep. The reason why we want you to be participating and typing in things like yes, exclamation points or holy banana pants is that you can now, you're participating. You're more active. You're more engaged. And it's just going to help you. And it's also helping the algorithms and the Facebooks and YouTubes get people in to see what's going on, what we're doing. We've got a lot to cover today. I'm excited about it. As Dana said, some of you right now are not watching this in the Facebook group. You're watching this maybe on the YouTube channel and another Facebook profile or my business page or whatever. To get the replays of these videos, you have to join the Facebook group where these are being held in. And to get the link to that Facebook group, you got to register for free right there at dealfasttrackchallenge.com. Most of you, 90% of you are. But if you're not, go to dealfasttrackchallenge.com to get free. It's free, absolutely free, no strings attached, okay? Also, that's the only way you're going to be eligible to get prizes. And what's our prize today, Dana?
Well, today we have like a big bundle of books.
Yes.
That can, they just set the foundation, that knowledge that you need to really have your business. The prizes tend to get a little bigger as we go through the week, kind of crazy big, which I love how generous you guys are. We're giving away a course, Joe's Lease Options course, which is over $2,000.
Well, I sell it on my website for $2,500.
Yeah, that's crazy. So someone's going to win that. A coaching call with Joe or Gavin, which can be a game changer. And then someone actually gets to join the coaching program.
Banana pants.
Which is over $10,000. So somebody's going to get lucky there.
Somebody, Rick found a banana pants emoji.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that awesome?
Now we need t-shirts.
Hey, Wayne. All right. How do we register? Do we have to register every day? No. So everything is in the Facebook group. Okay. But so for the homework, that's how we determine who wins the prize. Whoever's participating and most active, like before it was do a Facebook Live. When are we announcing today's winner of the big book package?
Well, I mean, we could break pattern. We could do it right now, or we can wait till the end.
Well, Sorry, I forgot. What are we supposed to do?
We usually do it at the end.
Okay, let's do it at the end to make people stick around.
Okay,
cool?
I like that.
So how's everybody doing? Are you guys, I'm looking at the comments here. Ron, good morning to you. Good morning, Tyson. Good morning, Sam. I'm looking for people. There's Tanya, ready to go. Let's go. Who is excited? Robert, what's going on? A lot of you guys, if you're watching this in the Facebook group, sometimes we don't know who you are. See, it says Facebook user there. Because in the description in the Facebook group, if you go and look at the full description, there's a link in there you need to click to let StreamYard know that it's you, and so we can see who you are. Cool. Come on, Holland. Come on, Robert. How you doing? Let's see. We got a bunch of them in here. And anytime, Dana, you see a great comment or some good fancy pants emojis, go ahead and put them in there.
I will.
And they like Dana. I do too. She's amazing. Hey, Pamela.
You said that with shock.
No, I'm sorry. Okay, don't forget too, if you want, we're going to show you a mind map today. If you want access to the mind map, you need to register at dealfasttrackvip.com. It's just $97. Cool. All right. Did we get enough yeses? I'm ready. Let's go. Good. I'm looking at it here. You're excited. Woohoo. Yes. I'm seeing it.
I love it. And if you have a friend who's in the group or should be in the group, this is the time to tag them, message them, have them join us as well.
Let's get to it. I am. Great morning. Good morning. Let's go. Hey, everyone. Nice. Yes. Bum. Good morning. Boy, a ton of you guys. Nice. Hey, Harold. Let's go. Are we ready to get started? Gavin, is there anything else we need
I'm just we got a special guest coming on today at the end. She's going to share some good stuff. I was just trying to get the link and everything across there. But yeah, good morning, guys. I am ready to go. Sorry, a little quiet there. Just letting everyone comment and sink in. Yesterday was great. A lot of people going live, which was awesome. Even this morning and yesterday, sending the text messages. But not only sending the text messages, but looking at the actual results. There's a few of you that have got appointments today. You've got phone calls scheduled. Someone actually got 6 positive. I can't remember who it was. 6 positive responses out of 10 text messages, which is ridiculous. That is amazing. So good job. And again, we're looking for 1 or 2, right? But to get 6, that's incredible. You've already completed. You got 5 leads in 1 day. Never mind 5 leads in 5 days. So you're off to a great start.
I love it. And somebody, Dana said, if you guys heard that, they actually have an appointment with a seller today. Go look at a house.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
I know.
Love it.
All right, let's just dive in. Let's get going because we got a lot to cover. And we're actually going to announce the prize winner at the end of today. Don't let us forget, Dana.
I won't.
And we're going to interview one of our coaching clients. And we're all about taking massive action here, right? So don't go anywhere, Dana. I'm going to bump you off the screen there, not to be rude. Sorry. But Gavin, let's go. I'm going to share my screen here. We've got a lot to cover, and I'm going to try to do it justice here. Boom. There we go. Let me remove that thingy up there. First things first, we talked about this already. I'm just going to cover this real quick. All the videos that if you're missing part of this, or you want to see yesterday we talked about sending messages to properties on Zillow. If you missed yesterday's video, it is in the Facebook group. So to get the Facebook group, you got to go to the featured section. Okay. So if I showed you, here it is. This is a Facebook group. It's called Real Estate Investing Mastery. We can't change the name, and you can only change the name every 30 days. So I couldn't change the name. I wanted to change it to Deal Fast Track Challenge, but this is the group right here. To get into the group and join it, you have to go to dealfasttrackchallenge.com. I just want to make sure you guys know this. I'm sorry for harping on it, but you got to get in here to get into this group. Okay. And then right here, you can see featured. All of our videos are going to be here for the whole week. Okay. Here's our live one right now. But remember, give me a like right now. Would you see that button right there? Give us a like. You these videos are only going to be up until like Monday or Tuesday of next week. So then we're taking them down. So don't think like, all right, I'll just watch them later. No, we're taking them down early next week. Maybe even Sunday night. I'm not sure yet. I got to talk to our team, but you'll see our other videos here. Like this was yesterday's video right there. Welcome to day one. That was yesterday's video. So it's all there in the featured section of the menu. Cool. All right. Let me go back to the mind map. I got 500 screens down. This is awesome. So we're giving away some books today. We're giving away the next few days one-on-one coaching calls, my lease options course, a coaching program. And to be a part of it, you got to be a part of the challenge. Okay. VIP upgrade, you're going to get extra coaching calls. You're going to get this mind map. You're going to get some extra case studies, what's working today. And again, if you're interested, go to dealfasttrackvip.com. dealfasttrackvip.com. You're going to want this mind map. I'm telling you, wait till you see what we've got going today. And also I want to say, you've got to participate to get the most out of this challenge, guys. You've got to participate. That's why we're harping on you. Give us a like, give us a thumbs up, comment down below. Let us know what your questions are. Let us know what you're trying to get out of this thing. And what is it that is exciting to you? What's your big aha? Like, oh my gosh, that's amazing. We want to see that activity going on, because then it helps us deliver better stuff for you. Also, if you have the access to the mind map, here you're going to get the recordings, day 1 and 2 and 3, all the way through 5 of the recordings of the coaching calls, not these things. These videos are going to be in the Facebook group. And we also have a workbook for you that we put together that you can print and just kind of write down some of the things that we talk about, key takeaways, and how we're going to be talking today about Facebook Marketplace and emails to realtors. What are your key takeaways? What are you going to do? Some really cool, like, just notes. And then we also have some resources that we're going to give to you later, some letters and things like that we send, a seller script and place for notes. You can get that PDF workbook only for VIP members. And I'm trying to cause a little envy to get you guys to do that. Okay. Gavin, are we doing good? Before I jump in, do you want to say?
No, yeah. Just real quick as well, we spoke about this yesterday, but especially on Thursday and Friday, or Wednesday and Thursday, when we get into the bigger prizes with the coaching program, the courses, we are only going to be selecting people that have been live, okay, that are on live. So just try your best, because if you're showing up, we feel that it's only right for the people that are actually here to get them prizes. So we want you on live. Make sure you join us all week, because it's only going to get, we're just giving more and more value. So no, I'm ready to go. Let's jump in.
Nice. Somebody got 6 responses from their marketing yesterday. I love it. Chris from Long Island, ready to go. Listen, guys, if you've done any marketing and you did this stuff and you got some responses, type them in the comments. We'd love to see that. Oh, this is Audi. She or he? Sorry, I can't see. Got 6 responses. That is awesome. Okay, cool. Deal Fast Track VIP. Just do it. Let me hide the comments. Let me get back to the mind map. All right. So here's a marketing plan. I just want to review this with you guys real quick. And if you don't have the VIP access, you can just watch this video. You can duplicate something like this really quickly and easily. When we're talking about creating a marketing plan, it's really, really simple. Let's just say, well, I like to start with your revenue numbers first. Okay. And this is something I should have maybe covered yesterday, but I'm just going to cover it real quick now. You start with your revenue. Like, how much do you want to make a month or a year in this business? Okay. Work backwards. Are we good? Sorry. Work backwards from there, so you can know, like, how much marketing do you have to do every day. You can't control how much you make on a monthly basis. You can't control how many leads you need to do a deal, or how much the average profit of a deal. But what you can control is the amount of marketing you're doing every day. So let's just say the average household income is 61 grand. You double that. That's 122. The average price of a home is 375. You double that. So you're getting an executive salary, an executive home. Your mortgage payment is going to be about 3,700. Let's say you're getting an executive car and your payment's 1,400. You're taking 4 executive vacations a year. All right, we're living a nice lifestyle here. Don't forget Uncle Sam. He likes to tax executives. So you need to make 22 grand a month to live a really, really nice lifestyle. And you're looking at that thinking, dang, I don't need to make that much. I don't need that big of a house. I got my car paid off. I don't need to take expensive vacations. You may only need to make like 100 grand a year. Okay. But I just wanted to show you, let's say your average profit on a deal conservatively is $7,500. And our clients are doing better than that. That means you need to do about 3.1 deals a month, right? And if you need to get on average of 30 leads per deal, and a lead is anybody that responds to your marketing or says, yeah, maybe, that's 30 people that you're talking to every month. That means you need about 4 leads a day. And let's say you make offers to only 75% of your leads. That means you need to make 3 offers a day. Now, I don't want this to overwhelm you. I just want you to see what we're shooting for. If you want to make $275,000 a year, this is all you need to do. Are you serious? Like, that's not that hard. And if you have that, you have these. So this is where it all comes back to marketing, okay? And then from this thing, you're going to get a marketing plan that I like to create here. And all this does is kind of show you through. All right. And I'm not going to actually walk through this because we don't have the time for it, but this is what we walk our coaching students through, is like, we want you to have a clear, simple marketing plan, a plan of attack, so that you know every day, I'm not going to worry about this and this and that. I'm just going to focus on this marketing plan, this scorecard. All right. And so this tab, by the way, just says, if 20% of your leads come from Zillow and 40% of your leads come from yellow letters, and then 40% comes from cold calls, based on average response rates, this is kind of what you need to do every day, or you need to, once a week. So this is the important thing right here that I wanted to show you. This is a scorecard, and you all need a scorecard that says, all right, every day or every week, we're going to do these 3 or 4 or 5 things. Then you can get somebody else, you can get a VA to do this for you. 50 Zillow ads a day, 20 Facebook Marketplace, 20 yellow letters a day, 3,000 postcards a week, or, maybe take that out. I don't know. 1 hour cold calling a day, whatever it is that you're doing, you need to have your daily. And then you start tracking them either every day or every week. This is where the real power of all of this comes from, because as you do more marketing consistently and you get somebody else to do it for you in spite of you, you're going to start getting leads. You're going to start getting sellers that say, yeah, maybe. We've already had students right now in this challenge doing this. Now you need to start tracking how many sellers you're talking to and how many offers that you're making and how much follow-up that you're doing every day. Guys, if you really want to skyrocket your success in this business and start doing deals, you need a scorecard. You need a scorecard, and you need to be able to start doing this consistent marketing so that you are actually doing work and not wasting time and twiddling your thumbs. Gavin, you want to add anything to that?
No, and this is the kind of plan that's going to help you execute. Okay, once you have this down and leads are coming in, you can be more consistent and actually focus on making money, which is, again, why is everyone here? You're trying to do deals, you're trying to make money, and this is really, really important, because when you get this down, then the next phase is to start focusing on the money section.
Yep. So get somebody to hold you accountable to this. And it can be on a napkin. It doesn't have to be on a spreadsheet like this. It can be on a napkin, a yellow pad of paper. And it's just, hey, I'm doing this marketing. Will you hold me accountable? Will you report back? And this is what our clients do in the daily Zoom calls that we do and in the private Facebook group. It's like, we got to hold each other accountable to what really matters. Is anywhere on this scorecard anything like building a website or designing a business card or listening to 500 new podcasts? No. If you want to be held accountable, if you want somebody to hold you accountable, you need a scorecard like this. And this will help you get out of your funk, because sometimes we're looking at this and thinking, oh my gosh, I'm so overwhelmed, Gavin. I don't even know where to start. Like, yeah. I've got all of these voices ringing in my ears, like, do this, do that, do this. And you see these new videos and the new podcasts, and you get so overwhelmed with information overload, right?
Yeah. And here's the thing, Joe, that it comes down to a choice, right? Getting overwhelmed is down to a choice that you make to absorb too much information. So you have a choice if you're going to get overwhelmed or you're not. You need to, and this is why this challenge is good, because we give them one action. We could give them all 5 in one day, but then it's going to be, well, where do I start? Which one should I do first? And then they spend 2 hours figuring out which order to do, and we haven't sent out a message yet. So it is a choice. So anyone out there, you have to make sure that you're absorbing information like on this call, and then you'll put it into immediate action. Okay. And if you do that one step at a time, one foot in front of the other, okay, then you will win the race. And that's what it's all about. You've got to focus on today, not on the outcome. Too many people focus on the outcome. I need a deal. I need a deal in 30 days. I've got to do a deal. I've got to get a check. And all your energy, okay, is going in to the outcome. But if you focused on the day-to-day activities, the outcome will happen. Okay. Just be thinking about that. If I did my texting, had my conversations, made my offers consistently, you will do deals. And that is, again, back to the thought process of just rethinking how you're doing this business. Because I know I have coaching clients. We talk about this. When we start going that they need this and they need that. No. Okay, I get it. Right. And that's a good goal, but we need to focus on today, and all them things that you want will happen because of the action you're taking every single day. So I'm telling you now, if you can do that today, it's going to change everything for you.
Yep. Okay. So somebody is here saying, I'm overwhelmed because I don't know where the buyers are. That's easy. The buyers that's the easiest part of all of this. And once you get a good deal, the buyers will be begging you for your deals. All right.
Yes.
The buyers are there, and we'll talk more about that later. Trust me, that's the easy part. So the goal is to talk to 5 sellers a day, make at least 1 offer a day. And this is why it's so important. You have a scorecard, you track your numbers. And I borrowed, with permission, Matt Terrio's scorecard. And Matt has a great YouTube channel. Go check him out at Epic Real Estate Investing. Love the guy. I've done some courses with him and stuff. But he's got a great scorecard that I just want to show you real quick. And you can do something simple like this. It's a point scoring system, okay? And every day you've got activities, and you need to do something like this. Now, take a screenshot of this if you want, but this is a great way to, and excuse his foul language. I'll have to give him a hard time about that. Anyway, but this is how to get shoot done, okay? Everybody type in shoot. I want to get shoot done in the comments right now. And if you're offended, I'm sorry, but type in, I'm going to get shoot done. I want to see it. Type it in right now. Come on. All right. So daily activities, review goals, personal development. You only get 1 point for those things. All right. But activities like sending broadcast out, mail, voice, text, or looking at ads, that's 2 points. All right. Dials, you got a bunch of those goals, voicemail drops, personal notes. You get 2 points for that referral. Now look at this. You get connections, appointments run. You get 3 points for going on appointments. You get 4 points for presenting an offer, and you get 5 or 10 points for. So like, this is what you got to be thinking about in your scorecard. Give yourself points, like do these little activities to get shoot done, and just track yourself by like points. All right, then I'm going to, at the end of this week, I got 500 points, and treat yourself to some big brownie ice cream or something like that. Okay. That's right. Get shoot done. I'm getting shoot done. That's funny. All right. So I love having that kind of a scorecard, making a game out of it. And this is something that we try to do with our clients all the time. And it's not that hard, guys. Just do it. It's like working out. At first it's hard, right? But then you can't stop doing it. Like I work out 6 days a week at 5 a.m. every morning. And I go to a gym. Why am I doing that? Because I've got these team of guys that are holding me accountable, and I don't want to face, these are all friends from church, right? I don't want to see the stink eye when I get to church on Sunday morning. Okay. I don't want to see the, oh my gosh, the nodding, the shaking of the head, and where were you? And what excuse do you have now? Right? Like, who wants the stink eye? But it's hard at first, right? But now I've been doing it like 3 months, almost 4 months now, right? And I get up at 4:30 in the morning, whether I like to or not. And so what am I going to do? Just lay there staring at the sky for 5 hours? No, like, okay, let's get up and let's do it. And the leader at our gym, he's funny. He says all the time, it's a guy, a friend of ours, who kind of leads, or he tells us what to do because we're too tired to know what to do. He's like, go do this and then do this, right? And if you're complaining, he always says this: you're right. It's too hard. You can't do this. You should just go home. I'm like, what? That fires me up, right? And so that may fire some of you up. Some of you that are complaining and you have excuses running around in your head like little gerbils, blah, 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 blah. You can't do this. Yeah, but what about this? What about that? Yeah, but. You know what? This is what you need to do. You got to say, yeah. I'll say it to you right now. Yeah, you're right. This is too much work, right? It's too hard to track your numbers and create a scorecard and get somebody to hold you accountable. It's too hard. You shouldn't do it. Forget about it. Sleep in. No, what's going to happen if you start sleeping in?
You're going to get results.
If you start sleeping in, you're going to get fat and chubby, like I was. I'm getting better. I've not lost any weight because I'm gaining so much muscle. But like, come on, get up, do it. It's not that hard. Stop complicating it. Okay. You got to do it. You don't have a choice. You really don't. If you don't want to make any money in your real estate and you're not wanting to do any marketing, then what are you doing here? Right.
Joe, real quick,
yes.
I just seen something here in the comments. Check this one out. Got an offer accepted
yes,
for seller finance
Harold.
With text.
Look at that. I got an offer accepted for seller financing with texts, waiting on contract to be sent back. Everybody say, come on, Harold.
Yeah,
come on, say it. Type it right now in the chat. Come on, Harold.
Here's the deal, Harold. If you can get that back today, if you get that contract, I want you to send me a DM. Maybe we can get you on for a few minutes tomorrow. Let's talk about it. How you got it? What happened?
And we'll help you. We'll help you sell it.
Yeah. So let us know if you get that back. Send us a DM. Great job. Great job.
Come on, I love it. Come on, Harold. Awesome. Right? Harold didn't look at this and think, "Oh man, this is too hard. I can't send a text." You know, he didn't say, "Man, yeah, but what if the seller says yes? Yeah, but what if the seller says no? Yeah, but yeah." Listen, there are no yeah butters allowed here. No yeah butters. If you're a yeah butter, hit the road. It's too hard. You shouldn't be doing this. Are you guys? Awesome. Are there any yeah butters here? No yeah butters.
Hopefully not.
No, and there are no yeah butters here. Come on. All right, love it. Real quick, I wanted to show you. I have here a spreadsheet that you guys can use. I'm sorry, you got to be a VIP member. The cool thing about this is a spreadsheet that I use for Zillow. Okay, so yesterday we were talking about Zillow, and this is a spreadsheet you can use to track the date that you scraped the property, the address, whether it's for rent or for sale by owner. And then the phone number. And the cool thing about this is you start tracking the phone numbers in here. It'll check for duplicates. Okay. It'll check. And if there's a duplicate number, it'll say dupe. And if it's not a duplicate number, it won't say dupe. Okay. But if it is a duplicate number, it'll say dupe. You can track then your VAs. What I did is I had VAs would go in and say whether it was an absentee owner and then would give me the owner's name and the owner's mailing address. Okay. And we would also check the city-state. We'd also check the mailing address to make sure that it wasn't a duplicate mailing address. Okay. And then these formulas right here, they're complicated, right? VLOOKUP. By the way, if you don't have the spreadsheet and you want a copy of these formulas, go ahead and do a screenshot right here. Okay. Do a screenshot and look at this formula. Okay. And that's how you do duplicate check things. Okay. And do a screenshot of this formula. Right. And then if you don't know how to do that and you don't want to upgrade to VIP, get somebody on Fiverr, give them this screenshot and ask them to do this for you. And if somebody on Fiverr for $5 can build this spreadsheet for you. Okay. And so this is something that we've used a lot. And then we track whether we send a text, an email, a slide dial, a letter, and all that good stuff. Okay.
Awesome.
Right. I just want to make sure you guys have that. Now, today we're going to be sending 10 messages to Facebook Marketplace and or local Facebook groups and or realtors of older listings. Okay, so we're going to walk through. This is super, super easy. All right, if you go to Facebook Marketplace, it's the same as the Zillow stuff above. We're looking for cheaper homes. You're going to say something like, hey, I'm an investor. Is your price negotiable? If I could get you your price, you wouldn't consider whatever you want to say, right? Carrying back some of the financing, you wouldn't consider them at least seller financing or lease purchase or something like that. If I could get you your price, would you let me rent it for a year or two and then buy it? Okay. And you got to follow up with these old. So let me show you real quick. If you go to facebook.com/marketplace, I think that's how you do it. Boom.
Yeah.
Here it is. Okay. And, they constantly change it, but you can see, you can check to where you want it to be within 50 miles or whatever. Let's do 40 miles. You apply. So that's the entire
area.
Area.
Comment something.
Yeah.
Whoever this person is, no, No, you do not
No, that's
need to
right.
know how to work spreadsheets or learn how to do them.
No,
You
no,
will
no.
be going in reverse. So
So
do not do that. No one
that's one
needs
of
to be
the.
a
I
spreadsheet
sometimes I
king.
hesitate to show spreadsheets because people think, oh my gosh, I got to do it. No, that's being a yeah butter. Yeah, but
Yeah,
I can't do this marketing because I don't know how to do spreadsheets.
yeah.
Yeah, but
No.
I can't send text messages because I don't have Freedom Soft yet. All right. So I'm kind of glad I did show the spreadsheet to illustrate my point. If you don't know how to do spreadsheets, forget it. Gavin, we had a client one time who talk about this. He didn't know spreadsheets either, and he used a pen and a paper to track his numbers, and he sent a screenshot, like a picture from his phone, every time he'd submit it to us.
Yeah, absolutely. Like our goal is to get deals, right? So if we have a client that is not tech savvy, and then we say, okay, you don't need a CRM, let's go on a spreadsheet. Oh, I don't know how to use them either. Okay, we're going to go into pen and paper. So building it in folders, okay, taking notes because he's an older gentleman. But guess what? It allows him to still focus on deals and making money. Because if you spend all your effort trying to learn something that isn't going to make you any money. That's the reality. The spreadsheet doesn't make you any money. You've got to focus on the actual action items that are going to get the result. So remove it. Remove all boundaries. We talked about it yesterday, removing the boundaries in your head. This is exactly the same thing. We know the 4 things that you need to be doing: marketing, talking to sales, making offers, and following up. That is what's going to get you deals. So all the other things that you're not good at, you've got to outsource or come up with a better way. And I'm sure everyone can use a pen and a piece of paper, okay, and put them in different folders, from new leads and warm leads and, offers made and things like that. And you can move them through them folders. And if that's the way that it works for you to progress, because guess what? When you start making money, what are you going to do? You're going to go and hire a local assistant, right? You're going to go and get yourself a rock star, Dana. And she's going to come in and go, hey, Dana, I'm not tech savvy, but there's this CRM here, and I need all these leads going. I need you to manage the CRM and just give me the task of who I need to call every day. Is that okay? Yes, no problem. And all of a sudden now, you don't even need to know anything about the tech side because you've just hired someone from making money and you've invested in a local assistant or a good VA, whatever, to run that side for you. So you have to remove, sometimes it's limited beliefs, sometimes it's excuses, okay? And a lot of you will hide behind the technology because you're okay to accept the fact that you don't know spreadsheets. So you're okay not doing it because, well, I don't know spreadsheets, so I can't do it. And the answer is no. That's BS, okay? You can do it and you will do it. Just do what you can do immediately to get them to get the results so you can move forward.
Ask who, not how. You can use pen and paper. Come on,
Yeah.
Wayne, you got it. Your time is worth $500 an hour plus. So don't worry about
Yes.
spreadsheets. Okay. So, here's what, if I'm showing you spreadsheets like this, just give it to an assistant, a VA, or somebody on Fiverr, or one of your kids to worry about for you. Now, here we are on Facebook Marketplace. I went down to home sales. I did a price max of 125. So I'm just looking for homes that maybe only an investor would want to buy, because usually these have a lot more equity. They need a lot more work, so you can get them at a bigger discount. And just looking through here, what are we looking for? Well, we're looking for houses that need updating, that probably only an investor would want to buy, right? And then why? Like somebody's already wholesaling this, you are saying, right? Well, yes, there's a few awesome things that you can do with that, though, right? Let's look at this house, for example. If I open this one up, this one obviously needs some work, right? It's a great looking little house, though. What would you do with this thing? Well, right here in the mind map, you send a message. Hey, I saw your property at whatever it is here. I'm just going to copy that. I'm going to go here. You can see the details. I'm really zoomed in, so it's kind of hard I'm zooming in so you can see this. They're showing some comps. This is obviously a wholesaler that's selling this, right? Maybe it's a realtor. I don't know, but it's probably a wholesaler. Ron, whoever that is, right? So I'm going to send him a message. Hi, Ron. I am an investor. Is your price negotiable on this house? And just like that, I send him a message. Was that hard? I think it's sending, isn't it? There you go. Just send him a message. Now, what's he going to say? Maybe, yes, no, make an offer. Are you serious? I don't know, right? But here's the thing. If he responds back, maybe talk to him, call him. You can Facebook message people now really quickly and easily right inside of Facebook Messenger. Look at this. Hi, Joe. Nice to meet you. What's a good number to contact you at? Okay, I don't have the time right now to respond to that, but I would say, what can you do right here? More options. You can review their profile. Somewhere in here. There's a way you can review. Oh, here it is. You go up to here and you can view his profile and you can message him, send him a video message, send him a voice message, contact him, or respond to your message, to his message with your phone number. All right. And then make an offer. Here's the thing. And I'm going to talk about this later. I wish I had more time. Dang it. When you find somebody like this, like a wholesaler who's offering this price, he's trying to wholesale it too. But what if you then say to him, listen, I'm looking at comps here and this property probably is worth 40, not 60. All right. So can I go ahead and submit to you a backup offer? And then that wholesaler can take your backup offer. If he's asking too much for it, he's probably not going to be able to sell it. And he's going to have to go back to the seller and cancel the contract or renegotiate a lower price. But what if he goes back to the seller and says, listen, I'm sorry, this isn't going to work, but I can offer you 35 or whatever. What if you call this wholesaler and say, hey, listen, I'm Joe. I'm an investor in the area. And I have some buyers that are looking for deals. If I bring you a buyer, could we split the wholesale fee? Oh, yeah. How awesome is that? And I have in here somewhere in my mind map. Oh, here it is. I have a link to a motivated buyer yellow letter. So then what if this investor of this property says, yeah, you know what? If you find me a buyer, I'll split the wholesale fee with you, Okay. Send out a letter like this. This is a letter I've done 100 times and it works amazing. Handwritten yellow letter, urgent notice. Somebody was asking, how do you find buyers? Okay. Man, I desperately need urgent. Write the handwritten yellow letters with red ink. Send 50 of these and you'll get tons of calls. And you send it to other investors who already own properties in that area. I desperately need to sell a contract I have for a property at address. I've had it on the market for some time now and I can't wait any longer. Take a drive by, call me. I'll tell you more about it. The title is clear. Taxes are paid. Condition is good. I need it sold today. Underline. Drive by, call me. Make me a cash offer right now. Your phone number. I'm desperate, Joe. And then you crumple it up. You fold it back out and you mail it. Guys, you're going to get calls from this. And so you can get a buyer and then co-wholesale it with these investors. Okay. And there's other things you can text these guys. You can even text them and say, listen, if I could get you your price here of 65 grand, do you think you could carry back the seller carry back some financing? All right. It may be the individual owner. It may be a realtor. It may be another wholesaler that lists these properties. It doesn't matter. So make offers. And don't forget to follow up with these leads. Super important. So Facebook Marketplace, right? You've got a ton of properties that I went to the for sale. I went to home sales and I just did a max of 125. Okay. What if you also then went to property rentals and started looking for rental properties? Like here's a townhouse. Here's a nice little house in Troy, Missouri. Great looking house. This looks so nice. This looks like a property that they maybe rehabbed and couldn't sell it. So now they're renting it out. I don't know, maybe. Right. And you can contact, let's see who owns it. Bob Nichols. They live in Troy. Message them and say, hey, this looks like a nice house. Sometimes you get the address here. Sometimes you don't. But if you have the address, you could send them a letter. You could say, looks like a nice house. You wouldn't consider maybe selling it, would you? Or you wouldn't consider leasing it for a couple years and then selling it. Or something as simple as, hey, is the property still available? I'm looking for a property that I can lease on a long-term basis. This is a great Airbnb. Even though it's in a small town way northwest of St. Louis, this would be a great Airbnb property, right? What if you go ahead and give him the $1,350 he wants? And as long as he lets you do a master lease and you can do an Airbnb on this property. There are tons and tons of properties on Facebook Marketplace. It's kind of replaced Craigslist now. So you can look in the for rents and the for sales. and just send messages. You got to be careful. You can't send too many at one time. Facebook will start blocking you. But yeah, and don't forget to follow up with them. If it's a wholesaler, message him in 2 weeks. Have you sold that property yet? Do you have any other properties? Local Facebook groups. I love local Facebook groups. You should be doing this right now. Go to your Facebook, do a search for whatever city you're in. I just did a search for St. Louis investors. Okay. And here's a group. I joined it, St. Louis Real Estate Investors. It's a great group. There's almost 5,000 members in it. People put deals on here all the time. There's a great place to find buyers. If you want to, here's a property right here. An hour ago, this guy posted this property on Facebook Marketplace. They're asking $47,900. What if you look at it and you say, you know what? I know a buyer who will buy this thing for $30,000. And so you just call the guy and say, listen, if the seller's negotiable, I can give you a contract for $25,000 or $30,000, or I can bring you a buyer, but he can only pay $30,000. You want to split the wholesale fee. Just use it as a backup if you have to go back to the seller. There's a lot of wholesalers, guys, that are frustrated because they make an offer too high. They're going to have to go back to the seller. And now you can present them with a backup offer. And maybe this wholesaler knows that the seller is motivated and would do some seller financing. So you could offer seller financing on this house. All right. Love Facebook groups. Always make an offer anyway. And join these wholesalers buyers lists. Every time they email a property out, you respond back, you call them and you make an offer. Or you ask them, if I find you a buyer for this deal, could we split the wholesale fee? Okay. And this let's say you get a property like this, guys. I wish I had the time. And maybe we'll do this in the VIP group. If you remind me, Gavin, or whoever's in VIP in our coaching call. I want to show you real quick how you can take a property like this and find out who are all the active investors in a 1 or 2 mile radius of this house, and how you can send them this really awesome, amazing yellow letter. And within a couple days, get buyers bringing down your phone, calling you about these deals. Yeah. Okay. Real quick, we're going to talk about, who's coming on. Oh, good. Sandra's here. Hi, Sandra. Yeah. You guys can't see her. We'll give me like 3 or 5 minutes. Okay, Sandra. All right. I got a thumbs up. 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Okay. Realtors of older listings. Boy, I'm giving you way too much. Like, you only got to send 10 messages, guys, and that's your homework. Somebody told me yesterday, I wasn't clear what our homework was. This is your homework. Send 10 messages. Let's look. Sandra is in Atlanta, right?
Yeah.
Yes, she's in Atlanta. I see her nodding. Okay, so let's go to Atlanta. Atlanta is a hot market. All you got to do is stick a sign in the yard, and you're going to sell your property in 1 or 2 days above asking price, right? Let's remove outline. Let's go to max price. I just want fixer upper. So let's do under 200,000. Let's go to houses only. Let's go to time on Redfin, more than 60 days. Okay. And I'm going to remove new construction. So it has to have been built before 2019. There you go. Here are 83 properties under $200,000 that have been on the market over 60 days. Okay. Guess what? There's a reason why this house hasn't sold yet. They're asking $200,000 for it. I mean, look at this thing. This looks like a steal. $200,000. It doesn't even have a floor. Why hasn't it sold yet? Well, obviously they're asking way too much, right? They're asking way too much. But what if right here, Danielle McCurdy? Okay. I'm going to Google Danielle McCurdy, and right here, the first link, bada boom, bada bing. There's where you can email her, and there's her phone number. Call her up. Hey, Danielle, my name is Joe. How you doing? I'm calling about that house on Beckwith Street. Yeah. Is it still available? Okay. Can you tell me a little bit about it? What's going on with the house? Why isn't it sold yet? Looks like a nice neighborhood. What's going on? And then, like, oh, what's right across the street there? I'm looking at the map here. Is that a big high school? Oh, okay, good. Right. So then, you scroll in, you look at the property, find out what's going on. What's the neighborhood like? This just looks like a nice house. I'm surprised it hasn't sold yet. What's going on? They're asking 200 for it, and you can then look at comps and you can say, man, there's some properties here that are like 100. No, there's some properties here that are like 144,000. I don't know what that is, a condo or something. So why are they asking so much on this thing, right? And you can look real quickly at comps. Look at the last year. what is sold in that neighborhood in the last year. Man, I'm looking at this. I'm looking down the street here, and there's a property that's sold here for 80. Tell me, I'm sure your house is much nicer. Is the seller negotiable? Would they consider anything in this price range? Maybe if I could get them their price of 200, would they consider seller financing? What if, I just owner finance this thing until we actually finish the rehab, and then, then we'll cash them out. So there's so many different options. So find these older listings of properties that need work. Just Google the realtor, find their email, send them a message, and ask them. That's it. Is that hard? Are there any butters that would say this isn't going to work? Butters, anyone?
Nope.
Any butters? You get a virtual assistant to do this, right? I'm looking at this. You can get a VA to do this. How do you get the realtors' emails? Well, you can go to PropStream Joe and get realtors there. If you have the local MLS nationwide, most MLSs have a back office where you can get them, or Google. And what do you send? Real simple. Hey, I saw your property at address. I'm an investor looking to buy a rental in the area. I'm just curious, is your client negotiable in their price? And, hey, if I could get them their price, would they consider some kind of carryback financing? Would they take payments over time? Simple things like that. But get them on the phone and call them, talk to them, email them. You'll be surprised how many realtors will say yes. One more story, and then we'll switch to Sandra. Sorry. I was doing a demo live on Facebook one time, and I went, I looked it up a property. I sent emails to about 100 realtors, and one of them responded back. It was in Louisville, Kentucky. The house was listed for $99,000. And I sent an email saying, would you accept something between 60 and 70? The realtor responded back, yes, make an offer. She dropped the price 30 grand with just an email like that. Did this other also recently. The realtor said, you know what, that house isn't available, but I have another house. It's not listed yet. Would you be interested in this? It's going to be a good deal. So just sending the emails every single day, you're going to get deals from this. So let's get to Sandra, because I'm exhausted getting so excited about this. And Sandra's in the house. How are you, Sandra?
Hey, how are you?
I'm Sandra, awesome. What's up?
What?
How are you?
Gavin. Email's not working.
No, she got me 300 emails this morning, and everyone bounced.
I realized why, because my storage is full.
I was like, what is going on? I was quiet early, not saying anything, because I was like, bounce, and I was double checking it. But anyway, you made it.
Made it.
Hey, I appreciate you joining us. We're going to be going live every single day, and we're bringing on a client, pretty much every day, just to ask some questions, see what you've got going on. And I thought you were going to be a perfect fit. One, because again, a massive action taker, great mindset, and I want to dig into that a little bit. Obviously, it's cool because you're in Atlanta, Georgia, right? And what I like is that, and I want to really get people to focus on this, is that our conversations when we started working together, I know you've done, some deals prior, but we really wanted to work on the systems and the marketing, the lead flow, which we did. And we're going to come on to that. But not once was you complaining about how hard Atlanta was, right? We didn't even have that discussion. You're not like, oh, it's so competitive here. Can I go virtual because I can't do deals? No one can get deals. It's so tough. It's so hard. We didn't even have that discussion, right? Because again, that's not even in your mindset for me to even bring up. And a lot of people do, right? When they come in, it's always an excuse on the market or whatever. If someone else is doing a deal in that market, then you can do a deal. That's my attitude.
Yep.
So you're in Atlanta, Georgia. Obviously, I don't know how long have you been working with us? Like over a year, maybe.
Oh wow.
long time. Yeah, long time. So tell us a little bit about kind of what you've got going on. What deals are you working on right now? What's happening?
Well, actually, I got a text this morning from another client that we took a photo together at a property. And so anyway, he texted me this morning and says, hey, you want to buy this house? And I'm like, sure, because I'd already made it an offer. So we're going to get together and talk about that one. But that is going to be a really nice fix and flip in the heart of Atlanta, literally. Then I was writing this down. I've got 3 houses that I'm looking at. I've already been negotiating on for owner finance.
Yep.
And one of them
Wow.
is a lease option. So no
Bit
more
of
mansions,
everything.
though. I can't find any more mansions.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So here's a crazy story.
Yeah.
And I did a podcast with you on this, so people have to go and find it because of the time. But Sandra got super creative. She actually lives in a mansion that, well, you tell the story. Give us a brief on it.
Well, actually, I don't live in it anymore. I moved out about a month and a half ago
Okay.
because it was time to cash in, if that makes sense. I don't know
Okay.
about you, but living in a mansion is a full-time job.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it takes a full-time staff.
Yeah.
But it was for 2.5 years. I mean, like I said, we just moved out, but 2.5 years we were there, and it was absolutely amazing. It's kind of a funny story, but I'll make it short. One day I got a phone call from my daughter, and she said, I'm moving back to town, and she was out of state, and I'm bringing my boyfriend with me. I was like, oh, I don't want to see you homeless. So we need to find a house big enough for all of us, right?
Yeah.
So I was just on Zillow, and I started searching, and I do this all the time in my business too. I search Zillow for sell by owners or whatever, right? For sale or lease, search keywords. And this big house, well, it's a mansion, came up, and it was like $15,000 a month for sale or lease. They wanted like $2.2 million for it. And I looked at my husband. I said, honey, I found us a house. It's only $15,000 a month. And he was like, heck no, we're not buying that house. I'm like, we're going to look at it. So we went Now, I live in a golf cart community. So we're in this golf cart, and we're driving over to this big mansion. We pull up in this little bitty golf cart, and we get out, and we go in, and we're talking to the owner. And we ended up staying for 3 hours. And the key I think for us getting this deal done was asking the questions to find out why he needed us to buy it, because there wasn't a big market for $15,000 a month mansions. They were sitting on the market. So
Yeah.
and the guy only owned it for 2 months, and I was just like, okay, there's an issue here, right? You don't buy a mansion and 2 months later move out and sell it unless you're an investor, but there was no money to be made for him. So long story short, I made him an offer. I agreed to pay him what he wanted, $15,000. I gave him a down payment of $45,000, I believe is what we put down on it. And we ended up having 4, 5, 6, 7 Airbnb units in this house that literally paid our whole entire everything. So we didn't come out of pocket to live in this house. But this house was on 7 acres in a subdivision. It was like dream home city. And I thought, yes, that's exactly what I want. And I solved his problem, and I got the home of my dreams. And my biggest thing is, and I tell everybody I talk to, that you don't know what these people, no matter what the cost of the house, right? What tax bracket they're in or whatever, right? You don't know what their reason is for needing to sell. So if you ask the questions, all they can do is say no, right?
Yep.
It doesn't hurt to just ask the questions. And if you can solve their problem, there's no reason why they shouldn't do some sort of a creative finance. That's kind of how.
Sandra, there was a brand new car that came with it too.
Oh yes, that's an even better part. The guy had just bought a car. It was 2019 because we moved in then. It was a 2019 Toyota Highlander, and he says, well, the gentleman was from overseas, so they lived in Europe, and his wife wasn't moving because his company was sold. So he was having to ship everything back overseas. And I asked him about the car, and he said, well, I'll rent it to you. I said, no, I don't want to rent it. I don't want to rent it. I said, but I'll make the payment until I want to buy it. And he said, okay. So I made the payment, but I got the house with a 2019 at the time. It had 600 and something miles on it or something. And I didn't have to qualify for that car or anything. I just got a nice car to
Sandra,
drive.
did he pull your credit and do a criminal
No,
back
no,
check on you?
absolutely no credit. I even told him up front that my credit was horrible at the time. And I said, listen, I just gave him the benefits of what I could do for him. And he didn't even care about my credit. And he knew I was in the business, and it just worked out. And it was absolutely amazing. But again, it's a full-time job running that size house. So
I just need to just highlight a few things here. Right. Number one, you found the deal for sale by owner. We talked yesterday's marketing was for sale by owner on Zillow. That's where you found it. We also talked about asking questions. The easiest way to talk to sellers is to ask questions to get information. Again, you're not making an offer on the first phone call. So ask your questions to get that information. You're going to then identify the problem, and then your job is to bring the solution. So by asking the questions, you get the answers to what the problem is. Then you bring the solution to the table to then get the deal done. And as you just said, you focused on the benefits for him to solve his problem, to get that deal done. And also, not one time on a $15,000 payment on a $2-point-something million house did he once say, what's your website? Did he say, how many deals have you done? Can I speak to anyone that you've done deals before with? Can I run your credit? Because he's motivated. So when sellers are asking all these questions, they're not motivated. They haven't got time. Okay. They just need you to solve the problem. So amazing. And I just wanted to identify and break that down for people, because that's my takeaways from it. And they're the things that we've already been telling everyone that's kind of watching us. So thank you for that.
Oh, no,
Sandra,
that is the key.
Sandra, I want to ask you something. Talk about because you've been in the business a long time, but how important is accountability and having somebody that can hold you accountable to a simple marketing plan?
That is so huge. Like, if it wasn't for, well, I won't say it wasn't for, but having these meetings and the stuff that you guys do on a daily basis has been so important, because there are times when I get told no so many times that I just want to pull my hair out and scream. However, I get on one of Gavin's trainings, or I watch something that Joe's doing or whatever, and it's just like, okay, I can do this. Let's start, and let's make a plan and do it. And having accountability is huge, even if it's just watching a training or attending a meeting or whatever. But my assistant, even though she works for me, she is still my accountability, because she's always got questions for me. So it's always keeping me moving.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's really good.
Always keeping me moving.
Absolutely. Sandra, you just touched on that. Obviously, we changed. I talked about it a bit yesterday. We go live every day now, right? We have calls every single day. And you've been in it from when, from the older way, which was still good, but it's way better now, in my opinion. What do you think to the calls? Obviously, you just touched base on that, but you're on pretty regular, and you can get on kind of when you want. But what do you think about the coaching now? And I've not asked you this, so I just want you to be honest.
I get something from every single call. And even if I'm not on live, I will go back and watch, when they're on the Facebook, you do the Facebook lives, right? So I go back and watch those. And every single video or live coaching call or whatever, I always get some golden nugget that even being in this business for 7.5 years now, or whatever it is now, every time I go out and I'm looking at a house, there's always something that gets me. I'm just man, I don't know how I'm going to do this. And then I'll get on one of these calls, and it's it triggers a thought. Oh, I could do this and this and put these together. And that's why it's so important to be on these, or, be involved in coaching, because you're always constantly learning, not only for yourself, but from other people who have ideas that can help you, trigger thoughts or whatever. So I'm just saying it. They've played a huge role in my business.
Yeah, no, I appreciate obviously the kind words, but I think it's important because I said yesterday we had Chris Arnold on. I know you know Chris. We're all in the group on video, so no one's hiding, right? Everyone gets to know each other. Did you ever buy Doug's deal?
That's the one I was talking about. I got the text today, and he says, "Do you want to buy it?" And then I was like, "Yes." And so, and then I get on here, so I haven't had time to deal with it.
Because here's the thing. Doug brings me a deal. Doug's in the group, and I'm like looking at it, saying, "This is a deal." Now, do I be selfish and say I could probably take this? But I'm like, look, Sandra's the person. This is exactly in her market. Call her. I did the intro on a 3-way. You guys then roll with it. You went and seen the house together, and obviously, hopefully now you're buying it, which is great. And you've already said it's a great deal. It looked good on paper to me. Which is what it's all about, right? And everyone in the group doing deals together. We do so many co-deals in the group to get it over the line. And it's awesome. It's awesome to have you guys as the bigger players in the group. And we have some newer people as well, and try and elevate everybody up together. The last thing I just want to ask, and Joe might have a question here, is, but if someone was on the fence, and we're not even pitching coaching right now, but if someone was on the fence, joining the program, getting into coaching, just in general, I mean, what would you be telling them?
You need to jump over the fence, because I'm not just saying that because I'm on this call, but I work with a lot of different coaches for different things. And coaching literally takes, not only does it, number one, keep you accountable and keep you going. Number two, it literally jumpstarts your business if you're brand new. And number three, if you're not brand new and you're seasoned, it takes it to a different level, and you're constantly growing your business. Not only are you learning new things, like I said a minute ago, but there are so many reasons, and those are just some that have helped me in my business. And I would say anyone who has the opportunity to coach, let me tell you, I bought every book, tape, CD out there, okay, when I first started. And it's hard when you're doing it on your own. And I mean, you can follow instructions and you can do this or do that. And you get to the point where, you're doing a few deals or whatever. But when you jump into coaching, in my opinion, it totally takes off like a rocket. And that's because like when I first started, I was trying to do it all by myself. Yeah. And Gavin was like, you can't do it all by yourself. This is what you're going to do. And when I started to listen and actually apply what he was telling me, it's like my assistant, all I have to do is turn it over to her now. And I'm okay with it.
Our original conversations, like I look back now and I'm like, you're listening, like you're doing deals and you're doing all this stuff. And I'm like thinking, why are you doing all these things? Like you could literally, like within weeks, like we could just do these small things that's going to change everything. Just from importing VAs for lead gen, local assistant, and actually giving them the right task with accountability on both sides. All them things then for you to focus on making more money. And it's amazing to see. And I think, for me in the coaching and anyone that works for me, any of the clients, is if I do one thing well, and Joe and his whole team and my team, if I do one thing well, is communication, right? I communicate. I don't have all the answers, and I'm the first one. If it's some kind of crazy deal, lease option, I'll be like, Joe, look at this, take a look. I'm not going to jump on something if I'm not 100%, if it gets crazy, but I communicate. We never hide. If you need anything, we're there. And I think that's the thing that I look for in program and coaches that I work with, is communication. They need to have that interaction to be able to, elevate people. Because if we're not communicating, we're nowhere. So, I want to say I appreciate you. You're killing it, and I appreciate you buying Doug's deal because he's going to be happy. So it's a win-win for both of you. I'm happy because you're all making money. And that's the crazy thing. I don't even know the numbers, but Doug's going to be making money because you're buying it and you're going to flip it and make money. So it's pretty amazing. And Sandra, you're going to get, the reason that we wanted to on here and everyone watching is because it's the motivation. really. Like, you have just gone and got a mansion on Zillow, which is what we talked about yesterday. And that's one of several deals. I mean, you're doing a lot of deals. You've got a lot going on in the pipeline. And it's just motivation, because you're a regular person just like me and like Joe. We're just regular people. We're not on Instagram giving it the big one. And we're just doing deals and going about life. So I appreciate you. And yeah, everyone, I like that. Whoever said elevate people to winners. That's what it's about. It's elevating everybody, bringing people out. I mean, we have to have some tough conversations on calls, you know, when people need the fire lit. Sometimes you got to light the fire, right? And if you're going to show up, I say everybody on every call, if you show up and you spend an hour a day with me, and some people do, some people are religiously on that, you have to be implementing. Else, don't come on. If you're not going to implement what we're talking about or the instruction that you've got, then what are you doing? Because I need you on that hour to be on the phone. You need to come and get some instruction. And then guess what? Tomorrow I'm going to be saying, hey, did you do what we talked about? Yeah, I did. How did it go? Oh, yeah, I got 3 leads. Awesome. Now let's get on the phone. Let's start working them. Let's get some deals done. So anyway, I get fired up. I'll Joe, anything?
Sandra, thank you so much.
Oh, you're very welcome, you guys. Y'all are awesome.
Really appreciate you, and you're an inspiration to a lot of people here. The comments are lighting up. Everybody, if you love Sandra, say yes. Say Sandra is awesome.
Hey, you have to come see me in Atlanta.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
Thanks, Sandra. We've got to get going. Sure.
All righty, bye, you guys.
Appreciate you. Thanks, Sandra.
Thanks, Sandra.
Bye-bye.
Okay, so let's bring Dana on, because we've got to wrap it up, and we've got an announcement for the winner. The winner chicken dinner.
Yes, of today's prize, the book bundle is Holland Patton.
Holland, come on, Holland!
Congratulations, Holland.
Holland did a killer video this morning.
Yeah, let me share my screen, because I want to show you guys his video.
Holy banana pants, what someone says.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
Yes.
And you guys need to go watch this. We posted this video this morning. And why did we pick him in this video?
He was clear on, he was taking action. He said actually yesterday was a turning point for him, that he was being stalled out by some fear around technology. And he was prompted to take action. He did it. And then he made, I believe, 4 offers based upon the action he took. So
4 offers.
Yeah.
I love it.
That was just yesterday. So brilliant.
I love it.
Yeah.
All right.
Also,
so we have got to go. We got to go, because we're a VIP. If you're a VIP member, you should be getting, you already have an email to go into a Zoom meeting room. We're going to meet you in Zoom, guys. If you have any questions, or you're wondering, where's my Zoom link? I signed up for VIP. I don't have it. Go send an email to support@joemccall.com. We'll get you that link right away. If you don't already have it, you might need to go into your inbox, do a search for Zoom. Do a search for Zoom in your inbox, and you should see the email. But if you have any issues, send an email to support@joemccall.com. Real quick, I wanted to say, too, we've had a lot of people in the comment while Sandra was talking about, how do I get into coaching? I'm interested in that. We're going to talk about that Wednesday or Thursday. We'll be sharing a little bit more information. Your homework today, real simple. Type this in the comments, guys. I want to see this. Send 10 messages or emails. Okay. 10 Facebook messages or 10 emails to realtors of older listings. Okay. And our prize tomorrow is going to be what, Dana?
That is the lease options course.
Oh, yes.
$2,500 course.
So if you want to learn how to do lease options, we're going to be giving away my lease options course. I sell it for $2,500 on my website. Okay. And so if you want that, we're going to pick a winner from somebody random, or we're going to pick the best. We don't know yet. Somebody who did the homework and did a video or a picture or some kind of really cool original message in the Facebook group. And we're going to give away my course that you have to spend $2,500 to get. All right. So we're seeing the comments here. Send 10 messages. That's it. Yes. No, it's too hard. You can't do that. Why should we make it easier? Should we? No, that's too hard. We can't do that. All right. Cool, guys. It's been awesome. Appreciate all of you very much. Go send 10 Facebook messages or emails to realtors. With Tanya said to.
Yes.
All right.
All right. We'll see you in the group.
Yeah, VIP. If you still want to get in, it's not too late.
Yep.
Dealfasttrackvip.com. We're going right there right now. So we'll see you all there.
See you guys. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye-bye.